When I was a little girl, maybe around 10 to 12 years old, my dad started picking up scrap metal, and he would find all these UCLA shirts and bring them back to me. And then that's when I knew that I really wanted to go to UCLA, because I wanted to make him proud. I wanted to walk UCLA with him, not because he was working, but because I was going there. My name is Lizette Garcia. I'm a first-generation college student at UCLA. I just opened a paletera called N&N's Ice Cream to help out with my tuition. In the beginning of the pandemic, around January, when everything was barely starting, my father lost his truck and we no longer had any source of income. And so then we decided that we were gonna open our paletera, and then that's been our business so far. My family actually started selling paletas in the 90s. I remember when it was really hot, my mom would bring cubetas of water. We just accompany my mom, and then on the side we would have our little pool for whenever we wanted our bake. But unfortunately we did stop because business was going a little slow. Being a street vendor can be very amazing, having that contact and that bond with people. But sometimes there is a downside to being a vendor. Permits aren't accessible to everybody. They're very expensive, and the income of a street vendor isn't the best. When I first posted that I was selling paletas to help out with my tuition, I just saw all the support that my community was bringing to me. Initially, we had started the GoFundMe because a lot of people wanted to help me out with my tuition, but I can figure it out. So me and my sister decided that we would create a GoFundMe in order to help the vendors in our community. The permits are something that vendors don't really think about. Just helping out one street vendor can mean that you're helping out 6 people. I come from a community that's very surrounded by a lot of immigrants. My parents are immigrants. A lot of my friends' parents are immigrants. We don't feel like strangers to each other, only because, we all come from the same struggle. We all come to this país and we have nothing, but then we just figure it out. So now, because of the pandemic, many generations like mine are afraid of the future of our economy. But it's nothing that will stop us. I know that we're not gonna, just give up. I know that we're gonna continue to try and make everything better. I do plan to graduate UCLA with a major in biology, and then hopefully I'll make it into a med school.